welcome my fellow fools, ghouls, and night owls. I know it's bright out, the sun is looking right at me, so this, but you know, it's 4 o'clock ish in winter, so I feel like the statement still kind of stands, you know. And I originally wanted to talk about something else today, but due to not having or lack of space on my camera, I decided to talk about a different thing. It's about my recent purchases of books. I don't know if you can see it from behind me, along with Mister. But I purchased some books. I had purchased one more, but by the time that one comes, I'll be a grandmother, because it's on the wait list. Okay. So one of the first books I want to talk about is, well, one of the purchases I made was to improve my art, because I've been wanting to improve it, and there's many different ways to improve. For example, like for figure drawing, to improve my figures, it's just basically just drawing a lot of still lives, people in life, and just to keep practicing drawing that, even if it's like using the certain websites to draw like life figures, that still works for me. And making notes occasionally. I don't always make notes, but I occasionally making notes. And thanks to I believe Lucinema, she came up with the idea of drawing live drawing, or doing a still life. I feel like I should put chapstick on. Still life drawing. Don't look at my lips. But then turning it into a character and making it more fun. And I did that. I tried that, and I do like that. Thank you. Same thing with other things. It's just about practicing, looking at it. Values and color is hard. Another thing that's hard to figure out. I'll probably have to buy a book on that. But values is also just looking at things, studying it, and using references. Will help for like things like value. But things that I had problem learning and figuring out on my own is perspective and composition, which is why I bought these two books. Frame Perspective Volume 2 and Digital Manga Composition and Perspective. One to help me with perspective, basically just perspective. Another one to help me with composition, mostly composition. It has perspective in it, but it mostly talks about composition, which is very helpful because I feel like I've been lacking, and I hate all my compositions recently. I think I went a step back down. Even before then, I wasn't doing good, and I've been struggling. And I've been trying this book out today. Not this one. This book today, just the first chapter, which is basically just basic composition, and has been helping so much. I was like, okay, I'm so happy I bought this. And although these are things I have learned in school, it's been a long time, so it's good to have a reference points to go back to. So those are these books. I want to also challenge and use this book soon. I haven't got to this part yet. I will plan to use this, and at least not the whole book, but show a chapter of me using or following a chapter in each book on my art videos, which I'm not going to link onto this video. But yes, the next books are things that inspire me, movies that inspire me. And I got the art book. Well, what is it called again? Not called art book. What are they called again? Concept art books, things like that, of my favorite movies. I had and show. One of them is a show. That one haven't come yet. That's the one I'm talking about. But the other books are, all of the rest of them are movies. My absolute favorite animated movies that I watch over and over again. One of them I even watched the show too. And I just in love with it. So one of them, of course, is How to Train Your Dragon 2. They don't have one. So, but it's also very helpful. I really love this book. Movie and show. And I already looked through it. I did a quick flip through. Especially how I like how they draw is like not really detailed. Well, not just this one, but I'll get to that. How they drew the background and how they drew, I think it was the faces. Yeah, the faces, but mostly how they draw the dragons and the faces and the figures. The next one, of course, is Spider-Man Into Across the Spider-Verse, the sequel to the Spider-Man movie. I love this movie so much. I watched it 2 or 3 times. Watched it once in theater, and then when it came out on Netflix, I watched it some more. I love this movie so much. Oh my gosh. It is a fun movie, and then also the art is really, really great. And just looking at it, I also, again, love how they do the backgrounds, the concept art backgrounds. It's so, like, this one is more cute-based. This is just more like splash of colors, but you can see the figures. You can make out what was going on. So I love that. And the last one is my absolute favorite Christmas movie. Okay, well, kind of. The other one, it was a debate between this movie and The Rise of the Guardians, because I also love that movie. I take that more about Easter movie because technically it happened around Easter. I watched that movie so many times. But this one I also watch a lot around Christmas is Klaus. And I just love the art, the soft, beautiful art of that. And this also gave me inspiration, not for the this time it isn't the background, but what inspired me was surprisingly, because the background's gorgeous in the movie. But surprisingly, what inspired me was the expression of this, especially just the beginning. Just look at this page. This is just a, like, I forgot what this page is called, but this spread is like just all the facial expressions of Klaus and the way they different concept art and design. So I just love that. It is beautiful. I'm happy I bought these purchases, and I'm happy to go through these and look through these for inspiration for my own art, my own concept art. Especially now I am getting into the weeds of practicing and getting concept art for my own books, my own stories. So yeah, so I've been using that for that. Anyway, I will stop that for today. My mother just keeps peeking through. But yeah, so I just wanted to shout out those books and things, and I'm going to support those more, and hopefully I do improve. I also want to use these as brushes for my own, like, improve how to, like, for my marker drawing techniques, improve my techniques, there we go, wash techniques, and also ink. What else I want to say? I think that's about it. I think I covered it all. I'm also, although I haven't done the background concept art for my book, for my own books, did start doing the characters, and I did look at these books and see how they did the character designs, inspiration and ideas of how to do my own concept art for my characters. I'm also going to go look at how they do the details for the items, so I could use that for an idea to get more inspiration. And I am going to go to finally do the background for my art too. I have to do the background. I've been avoiding that for reasons. So yeah, so that's about it. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, I know I've been like a giggling mess. Hopefully I just want to really get this one video out real quickly, and I just want to share what I bought because I really like those books, and even though I haven't taken a lot of time to look through them carefully yet, but I just want to share them. So thank you for watching. Till next time, bye. Hello, editing Gabby here. I realized while editing the video that I did not explain what any of these movies are about. Going off the assumption, if you haven't even seen the movies, you still have at least heard of it or seen a preview or something. But just in case you have not heard or seen the movie, let me explain what these movies are about. Starting with the first one, How to Train Your Dragon 2. Kind of what the title suggests is about a boy who trained a dragon, and this is the sequel movie. But to go into more details, it is taking place in a world of Vikings and dragons, and when the main character's name, Hiccup, has trained a dragon, so the sequel is, that's when the first movie, and the sequel is an expansion of that world, of more dragons, more Vikings, and the conflict between the two worlds, and the boy Hiccup trying to bring it all together, as Vikings war against dragons and dragons war against Vikings. Moving on to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So it's about, well, it's also kind of self-explanatory. Spider-Man going into the Spider-Verse. So this is also a sequel movie to the original first Spider-Man movie. Honestly, I lost track of what each of these movies titles. So one's Into, one's Beyond, I forgot the other one. Okay, so it's one of those titles. Anyway, this is also, once again, an expansion of the world of where Spider-Man, the main Spider-Man character's name is Miles Morales, and he just became Spider-Man and learned that there were other Spider-Mans in different dimensions. The sequel is taking it to the next level where he goes into other dimensions, albeit he wasn't allowed to, wasn't supposed to, but he is. He got there by going through one of those dimension loopholes, whatever you want to call it, that one of the free people he made friends with opened. And so now he is finding himself as Spider-Man once again, and while fighting off all these other Spider-Mans and also trying to get to the main bad guy before something I can't say this word. Sorry. Catastrophic happens. I'm sorry. Terrible at pronouncing certain words. Moving on to the last one. Klaus. So this one is a bit more simpler and also not as straightforward in terms of title of what the movie's about. Kind of is. If you could guess, yes, it's about Santa Claus, yes. It is about the beginning or the origin of Santa. How they got started, how you start writing letters, or why you start writing letters to Santa Claus, and all that lore. So, yeah, it was a really good Christmas movie. So there's the 3 movies and a short explanation of them. Quickly, I want to add that I was drinking raspberry tea. I didn't make it earlier to drink. I thought it came out bad earlier because I didn't leave the bag long enough. But it's not bad now. I don't know what changed. Anyway,